All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Our Check. We're back. It's 2024. I'm Noah,
Taps.
and we got our tour back in. We're ready to make some magic.
Okay, so we're just gonna skip over that intro. We try to switch it up, intros and outros.
Outros are my thing, man.
No, it wasn't really planned. It didn't really go well. But it's 2024. Happy New Year, guys. Still can say it. It's still in January. I think this is last year was the first year that we actually went the full year with actually dropping like content. So like that's the first.
Yeah.
We took like a 2-year break like after COVID during there, but we're back doing numbers. Thank you guys. Welcome back. Appreciate the love on the last episode and the episodes of last year. So now we're kicking it off strong. So yeah, we're just gonna go straight into it. And frosted tips. In my 20 years on this earth, my 20 years on this earth.
That's cap. That's cap. He's not 20. He's not 20. Let's put it out there.
Guys, whatever you guys want to believe. Like, look, like I have a young face. Okay, I have a young face. Trust me, when I shave and you know what, we're not gonna go into this, but in my 20 years on this earth, once again, I've never seen it work out. I've only seen it work out for two people, and that's David Beckham and Justin Timberlake. So checks out. Thank you. So when my star boy Saka decided to debut, I would say an AFCON hairstyle, because like I appreciate it. Like he plays for England, but he wants to support Nigeria, so he got the AFCON hairstyle. But ever since he got that, I don't know. Like the performances it's not been there. So you know what? Let's go back to default setting, no more frosted tips, and let's get some more GA. Let's get some more GA. Lord knows Arsenal need a little help right now, but yeah, frosted tips. Unless you're like Beckham, maybe Griezmann. I think it worked with Ronaldo had the noodle one too, so that kind of little worked. But yeah, we're just gonna start off with that. Just get that out of the way, because as soon as I saw that, I was like, I was like, nah, it's either gonna go one or two ways. And yeah, it went like the Rashford way when he also got the little.
He's got like red hair now. Like
nah, he has a burgundy.
Yeah,
he has a burgundy hair.
Yeah.
Hopefully he kicks on, but now moving on to the topics at hand. So, yeah, the league has changed a lot since last time we really talked about it. So we're just gonna go to our revised like top list in all the leagues, because first off the bat, Leverkusen are still pretty much perfect. They look like the perfect team.
Bro, it's a madness.
Yeah, they have the chemistry, likable players, all that stuff. So yeah, kudos to them. I didn't really think they would. I didn't really count. I counted them as we said top three. We definitely said they were going to get Champions League, but we thought really it was going to be. Who did we say? Did we say Borussia Dortmund? I think Dortmund. We said we're gonna.
I think we said Dortmund is dark horses, but I think realistically,
it's going to be Bayern.
Everyone always thinks it's going to be Bayern.
But now another Bayern, but Leverkusen, it's crazy. And Victor Boniface,
where's the GOAT?
That's the Nigerian prince, bro.
I'm telling you, like Nigeria, they just once again stacked lineup of forwards, and they have Alex Iwobi and then some defenders and then a goalkeeper. Like the forward lineup is like all star. And Boniface, like I think he's missing AFCON. He's injured. So
no,
that's
I saw that he missed the what was the U20 AFCON a couple years ago or last year because of an injury a week before, and then this year a week before AFCON gets injured.
Now that's tough, because like AFCON really is one of those tournaments that as a player I think you need to play, because you really need to experience how rough football can be. Because when you come out of that tournament, you come out a man, because some of those tackles ain't no VAR. Referee stopping the game 5 minutes earlier. Like that's the pitches. Like that's where you really like. I'm not gonna like talk like all this shit. Like the pitches there, like quality and everything else. But the football there is just it's real football, real men.
Completely agree with you. I think the two kind of cups that is kind of like a platform for some of the players that are under the radar.
That's true too,
right? Like is AFCON and Copa America, right?
Yeah.
Those are two the cups that are kind of like for the world to see the talents that they have, like especially in Africa, right?
Yeah.
With AFCON, like a lot of European teams like find their gems. Like Osimhen was one of them.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a couple like there needs to be like more sort of like cups like that where it gives a platform for the players that are kind of playing for clubs like that aren't really recognized. They aren't in the top 5 leagues, that aren't in Europe. There's just talent. They just need that,
Yeah.
kind of like
that kind of
platform,
like,
as I said.
exposure, because like even with the Asian Cup right now, like there's those, but like for example the Asian Cup in AFCON is like in January, where you kind of like, especially in the Prem, when it's like a game every other day, so
Yeah.
you kind of need the players, so that's why it kind of gets like turn its blind eye away from. But like for example, like normally you won't think about scouting teams like Madagascar, teams like Sierra Leone, because you really don't really get the gems, because you don't really know about it. But then like seeing them in AFCON, and you're like, oh shoot, number 11, really, he can really do the job for me, you know what I'm saying? So it does actually, just as you're saying, give the eyes on. But like once again, they just have to figure out this scheduling. But like trust me, having AFCON in June, like you don't want guys go there, like especially like in some sense, like the like West Africa, like some of the countries, like you want to do it in June, like yeah, that's mad. That's why they had to move the World Cup. You don't want to trust some of that humidity, like you don't want to do that. But yeah, the top 4. So like, who are we saying the German league? We're still saying Bayern Munich. Are we still saying Bayern Munich?
At this point, it's Leverkusen, I think.
They're what, 6 points ahead?
Something like that. And I just don't see them slipping up. Like, they're playing, like, flawlessly.
Yeah, that's true. Like, they're playing good football. Like, everybody's on form. Even the bench players like Teller, even Hosniak, I think he scored a hat-trick the last game, like 2 headers and a penalty. So all the main stars are on form, and all the role players are coming too as well.
Yeah, and like the thing is, like, yes, they're still in the Europa League, so they've got that to worry about midweek as it starts back up in February. I think?
Yeah.
But they have a Champions League quality squad, so they can fully rotate.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they don't got to worry about playing Wirtz or Grimaldo or Frimpong. Like, they've got plenty of depth and plenty of quality in depth.
And it's a German league too, so like no offense once again, but like when you're playing against the lower teams, like you can afford to rotate.
Yeah,
you can afford to rotate. So I don't know. It's a toss up between them, but I just think Bayern Munich have that different sauce. But once again, I mean Bayern Leverkusen right now, like I still think they're undefeated in the league. So
I think they've had 1 draw and won everything else.
Yeah,
from what I last saw.
and
I think that Bayer Leverkusen, like, they kind of have to keep like a healthy squad to remain where they are right now. They're not like kind of like Bayern or even, Dortmund, who have that squad depth or that money for, to spend in the transfer window. It's just about keeping the team together, I think, right? Like,
yeah, because like what Leverkusen have done over the last few years is that they've managed to keep like their main star to a certain point. And then, like, for example, they had to get, it was that big German striker, start with a K, I forget his name. And then after that, it was the Havertz hype. They kept him for a few years until they got him gone. And then Vitz came shortly after. And now, this is normally the point where they kind of, like, offload the star. But because now he has a talented cast around him, he's like, yo, if we can actually push on, win some trophies. And he looks around and he's like, there's nobody really better than us right now in Europe doing this thing. So if it goes next year for Champions League, you fill up a little bit holes, which not many holes really. I think just maybe squad depth, quality more squad depth, and maybe get some younger kids in the mix as well, like the most promising one, and then you guys, they're good to go. So I think, we'll see. It's just between them two, but I hopefully Leverkusen do it. It'll be the funniest thing for Harry Kane. My bad, but that it's tough. That'll be really tough on Kane. So it's Champions League or bust for Bayern Munich and for PSG. So that's gonna be tough. French League, PSG.
Yeah, I mean it's just going to be PSG. Like, there's no way that it's not.
Yeah, there's nothing really.
Especially with that. I mean, it's Mbappe, but bro, the form he's on this year, it's just like ridiculous.
No, but some of the Champions League games he's been like non-existent.
But that's just PSG in the Champions League.
Well, I mean, it's not very easy playing against Newcastle at St. James Park, right?
That's a rugby team.
That's a rugby team. That's a 6 foot and over team. You know what I mean?
Joelinton does look like a rugby player, man. Like all the features. And no, but like I don't know, like just on Joelinton for a second, like I don't know. I like it. I like him as a player. And I don't like him as a player.
I feel that.
I like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if let's say they say mighty Arsenal want to buy Joelinton, I would be like, but then I'd be like, I would be. It's bittersweet, not like a Havertz one, but it would be more bittersweet because I'm like, at least this guy, when it comes to being an enforcer, he does his job pretty much.
I think he actually would be good for the Arsenal midfield. Like he gets forward, but he's also a bruiser. Like,
Nah, to be honest, we just need strikers because Lord knows our main strikers' main best qualities is not scoring, and Eddie's Eddie. So yeah, that's tough on them on Arsenal.
well, the
but we'll
fact
get-
that you spent what 70 mil on Havertz when you needed
yeah,
a
to be
striker?
honest, but he scored more than some of our strikers. So yeah, and like for what he's kind of done, like because right now when you see Arsenal play without Havertz, you can kind of see like you're like this is a perfect game for Havertz. So like, but last game was atrocious, and this Liverpool was atrocious.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to sell the whole squad, but you know what? We'll get to the transfer news later. But what are we saying? What league were we talking about?
Top 5.
Uh,
So I mean, PSG.
Oh yeah, PSG
Leverkusen.
French league. Sorry, League One. Yeah, PSG.
In La Liga, I'd love to say Girona just because it'd be great.
They're not.
But it's not going
They're
to be.
not. They're going great, and to be honest, La Liga 2 once again, like all the teams that should be pushing, like Sevilla have not started well, and they kind of like and Valencia, all the other teams that you thought like 2 years ago you'd be like, oh, they might be challenging when like Ronaldo and Messi leave and they can kind of push on and try and make it more competitive. They've kind of slacked down, so it's kind of just been once again Real Madrid, and Genoa is one of those stories, but I don't think they'll push.
Yeah, but the thing with the La Liga is at least like the league kind of like picks up like towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
It's not like PSG where it's like they're 20 points clear and you know the league's pretty much done. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like the like in La Liga at least there's like till the last like match day where it's like it matters.
That's
you-
true,
right?
That's true. Like, but the German league last year was kind of like basically a little bit the same because Borussia Dortmund just really fucked it up. But like, yeah, but this I think it's either gonna be. I think it's just gonna be Real Madrid. Barcelona is just. I don't see. I don't see anything special. I don't feel it. Like as Henri said, you know what? I feel it, smell it. It's him. He's cooking. I don't see it. I don't see what Xavi's cooking. Maybe with the new striker, that young Roque, number 17.
Yeah, the
Victor
Brazilian.
Roque
Yeah.
from Brazil.
Yeah.
He's he was in Fluminense. I think.
Yeah.
or
So-
Vasco, something like that. Yeah, it's one of them
Yeah,
big
they-
boys,
they
the
were
big
red.
guns in
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe like that might give an injection because even Lewandowski, I saw his numbers. It's not bad numbers, but I'm like, it's like you just don't see it go. For some reason, I just don't see it going. I don't watch a lot of Barca, but I just don't see it going anywhere.
Yeah.
I see like so maybe with what's his name, Gavi out for the season. Maybe they didn't obviously didn't expect that. So maybe that has derailed the whole play, but it's probably gonna be Real Madrid. Real
I
Madrid.
think so. Yeah.
The Syria is Juve.
Juve are
Juve-
back.
Juve
Juve are
cooking.
back to being Juve.
Yeah, 1-0 too, and it's just 1-0. It's just
Yeah.
1-0. AC Milan here and there. Napoli are a mess. Even like Osimhen like talking back at.
At
Kvaratskhelia agent.
I'm glad you
Like
said the
that
name
was
now,
that's
man.
not
that
good,
was
right?
wild.
That was
That's-
wild. Did Will Smith keep my? I was like,
Yeah.
whoa! I was like, what happened? Just like one normal day. It's like as a Napoli fan, you're just waking up and you're like you guys changed managers and now you guys are ninth. Your stars are like not seen eye to eye. Not really your stars, but like
The
it's a whole-
agent and
yeah. And then your main guy who's supposed to be bagging in the goals is like he's supposed to be leaving like even this month.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, yo, it's just crazy. They need to pick it up now because one thing about the Italian league, it's all about form. If one
Yeah.
of the teams gets one loss,
Yeah.
loss. So you just need to capitalize to be just around there. But being ninth right now, because if you guys don't qualify for nothing next season, I think it might be a whole overhaul of
Yeah.
the whole squad. And then it's like, well, you guys were just winners a year ago, and now you're
Yeah.
mid-table. Like that's crazy. So yeah, that's all madness. But I think it's either them or I think Inter might pick it up.
Yeah.
I think they just kind of like slowed down. But I think what are they, third or second?
Want to say they're third? Let me check.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean Lautaro. It all depends on Lautaro because when he's scoring, like they're winning. So
And the thing is, when he's scoring, he's bagging braces.
yeah,
And
he
he's not
doesn't
just getting
mind.
one.
Yeah. He's not a one goal. He's like two. No
But,
goals.
yeah,
Hat-trick.
that's the thing though. He's so inconsistent.
Yeah.
Like if he's consistent, like if he's good, like if he's playing well, he's scoring like 2-3 goals, and
Yeah.
but like he needs to pick it up against a bigger team.
Oh, 100%.
Like
100%. Yo,
Oh,
what?
so-
what
Sorry
number
to
they-
interrupt you. Inter are 2 points clear at the top.
Inter are 2 points clear at the top.
Then it's Juve on 46. Then Milan. Then Fiorentina. Then Bologna in 5th.
Oh well, Bologna, one of those.
Bro,
Like
they're doing-
I haven't really seen.
Yo,
big-
Xerxes, the striker.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
no, he's had a good season. He's
Yeah.
Dutch, right? The Dutch striker, yeah.
Yeah.
He's had a good season. But yeah, that league, either Inter or Juve. I thought Juve were top of the point.
I thought so too.
That's what I'm saying. You have one loss and then you're 2 points there. So now we're gonna go to the Prem. So City still. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about anything else.
It's gonna be City.
It's gonna be City. I want to talk about anything else.
I mean, it pains me to say this, but I hope it's Liverpool or Arsenal, just for like the sake of the league.
I pray it's Arsenal.
It's not going to be Arsenal, but like I
Nah,
hope, you know.
I
Yeah,
know that's the sad part. Like yeah, yeah.
Like unless you guys get like a true like world class number 9 this window, which I don't think is gonna happen.
World class. I just want a number 9.
Bro, you guys could have got Timo. What happened?
Timo who?
Timo Werner.
For what?
He went to Spurs. He's gonna ball out.
Oh,
Bless,
my
have a
God.
good day.
Like,
Bless,
this
have a
guy
good day.
said ball out and Timo Werner in the same
Bro,
sentence.
watch,
That's
watch.
crazy.
No,
Bro, he's bagging 5 goals
oh
at least.
my lord.
Yeah, he's making 5 goals.
Yeah.
Tottenham career.
Well, he's bagging
Well, he's
5.
only gonna be there for 6
He's
months.
bagging 5 offside goals.
Hey, they
Like,
still win the
he's-
net.
No, but no. Like it baffles me because he's so fast. He takes off so fast, but I'm like, you just can't keep on side, brother. You're faster than everybody on the pitch.
No, that's
You can
his
take a
problem.
second.
Is his legs move faster than his brain. Like his brain doesn't keep up.
That's tough. That's actually tough. No, but you can just see it, and just like when the confusion, I'm like, bro, you're offside. Every time I see him walking through, I'm just like, yeah, he's offside. It was like any Tottenham game I see when they're going through, I'm like, yeah, they're offside. Like that Son game, he scored 4 offside goals. Are you mad? That's crazy. But yeah. So let's actually go to transfer news because hopefully we'll see. Hopefully, like another team except for City will win it, but City KDB's he's out of the time chamber.
Bro,
KDB
he
is
comes
back.
back 15 minutes, bags an assist.
That's what I'm saying, and he's
Like-
got the main. So the main.
Bro,
is
he's got
like,
the Grealish hair.
Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna
He's
be
got the
tough for
Frankie De Jong here.
Yeah, that's the smooth one. So like, it's the I've heard you talking shit kind of hair. Like he's been like he didn't get no haircuts, no nothing. He was just producing songs with Drake and just getting fit. It's crazy. Like it's over for the league. But every team can change it up, especially in January.
Oh, yeah.
Transfer window.
Yeah.
January is definitely like the more sticky like transfer window because you're just like halfway through the season and you're basically adjusting
It's
based on
basically
that
like-
season, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not like an investment. It's basically changes that they need.
It's basically like, oh, we're pushing for top 4, or we're pushing for Conference League. Let's get a couple loan signings.
I call it correction period. This is
Yeah.
correction period. So you're like the first half didn't go well, transfer window correction period. But as our good friend in the middle over here would know about corrections because his team they spend a lot of money on corrections. And I really feel that there should be a ban on Chelsea. I feel that they need to put all that money for transfers into either like Compound V or what did they give what's his name Captain America? It wasn't Compound V. They need something like that, like because I even forgot you guys have Fofana. You guys have 29
That brother
players.
has been injured
No,
for longer than he's been playing. You know what I mean?
Genuinely,
Like,
that's
that's
actually
been
true
fit
and
for
sad.
like 37 minutes.
No, and that's true, and that's actually really sad. But you guys have such a list of players, and when it comes to the players on loan too, so I'm just like, yo, this is really death row. They're just stacking talent and just holding it. Chelsea
Chelsea were always like that, though. They used to have like 50. They had their entire youth setup out on loan for years.
This is stock market FC. That's what they're doing. They're holding it until it's like there and they're gonna get it sold. But Chelsea, to be honest, you still need a bagsman. Nkunku's back, but I think
Jackson's not him.
no, I think he's one of those where he will be like comfortable. I would say max 15 goals a season. But I would say as your starting striker, like there's potential, but no. Broja too. I don't know. Like since he's come back, obviously the injuries. I would say maybe send him on loan to get him some experience, and then I'll just say, I know you guys have excess money. Just get Osimhen. Just do it.
No, I mean like the links have been there, but like now everything going on with Napoli, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
to
just go get him.
Osimhen.
brother, I think if we get Osimhen, we're gonna get in trouble.
No.
Financial fair play.
Oh, you guys are
trouble,
already
know what I
in
mean?
trouble. Might as well run it up.
Dude. It's we can't afford to send Jackson on loan Because if Nkunku
Broja,
gets
Broja.
injured again,
Broja.
Broja just got back from an ACL injury.
Yeah, send him on loan to Southampton.
Yeah, we'll send him
Yeah,
back on
legit
loan.
to
We'll send him back on
Southampton.
loan. Yeah. He'll
Ball-
back. He'll
ball
back
out
for
in
sure.
the championship. Get them back to the Premier.
Oh, yeah.
Like Carvalho, he went from Leipzig to Hull City on loan.
Yeah.
Like all they want is game time.
Yeah,
They're already getting paid X amount. They want game time. So I think you guys really just need a bagsman and you need Poch out because even with the squad you have right now, like I really think he still should be doing better.
I think the man for the job is Frankie Lampard. He's gonna save you guys for a third time.
No, absolutely not. But realistically, though, like, which striker has done well at Chelsea since Drogba left? Name me one.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. Like, there's just no
Yeah,
striker that has
yeah.
like done
it's
well
the
at
curse
Chelsea
of the
since
number 9.
Number 9. Bro.
He did a Yaya
But,
Toure kind of curse. He said
Nicholas
yesterday.
Jackson is wearing 15, and he's still dog, bro.
Well, yeah, that's why. Why are you wearing 15 as a striker?
That's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
because that was Drogba's old number.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's
No.
Drogba's old number before he turned to
Yeah,
11.
old number.
Old number, like vintage Drogba. Though,
It's not
you
a
know what I
striker
mean?
number.
No, but that's
It's not.
I get it, but like numbers don't mean nothing to me. I love Eddie, but he's rocking a number he shouldn't be rocking. So, like I get it. He wanted to bring out the spirit of Drogba. You know, he wanted to do that, but bro, it's not working. But the funny thing is, he has like 7 goals. You can say, oh, they do goals are goals.
Yeah,
If all you need really is just to get 3 more goals. Just 3 more goals, get to 10 in there, and just call it a season and try again next season.
Yeah, I don't know how well David Datro Fofana is doing. The striker, the
well, they
Ivory
called him
Coast.
back.
They called
from,
him back.
They called him-
Berlin, and I think they sent
They sent him
sent
on loan
to
somewhere.
Sevilla, or they're sending.
I
him
think they're
to
sending
Sevilla.
him there.
Yeah.
But I saw some highlights from him in Union Berlin, and from what I even saw from preseason, like he's the perfect. But like once again, you can say that about Madueke. You can say that about this.
Yeah.
You have so much like, but is he gonna get game time?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Like I say about
sure.
ESR, like I don't know why he's there. Like if you're not gonna use him, just ship him. That's 30 million just sitting on the bench.
No, genuinely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I like that move for him, and that's why I say for Broja, I'm just like, yo, he's gonna get like 3 games and not even finish like 90 minutes like the next X amount of time. Let him go try get some consistent games and like put him on
Well,
a
yeah,
timetable
because you
and
Yeah.
stuff.
you guys don't have European football, so there's no midweek games to rotate. You're about to be out of the Carabao Cup.
Whoa. That's
Yeah,
whoa,
bro,
whoa,
Mike-
that's a bit crazy. I can't lie.
Michael Carrick outclassed Poch.
Yeah, 100%. But you
Yeah.
know, that's Chelsea football for you. Hey,
Yeah.
second leg though. Second leg
Right.
though. We're coming back.
Park
And
the
then
bus.
FA Cup. Did you guys go through?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
through. We're
I-
through.
I-
Put
no, I
some
think-
respect.
I don't know. I know City are going to Spurs.
Yeah.
I don't know who you guys are playing. Well, we're out because we decided, I don't know, not to take 100 chances, but we're not going to go there. We're just going to go to another team that I really think need. We talked about Arsenal, how Arsenal need a striker. United, you just need everyone. You need every position. I need to get every position gone.
Thing is, we don't. Like, number 9 is set. The chances just aren't being created for him.
No. Oh yeah, no. Some positions like I'll say striker, and I would say to a certain point when it comes to the wing play, I know you're not getting production out of your wingers.
The only positions I wouldn't change is Hoyland as striker, Garnacho left wing, Mainu left center mid, and Martinez left center back. Everything else is up.
Oh no, Wan-Bissaka?
No, Wan-Bissaka is kind of crazy.
That's
but
kinda
also,
Bro,
crazy.
he's good, but like if United want to be challenging for titles, he's not that qualified.
Hey, right now you need points. One title, so right now he can get you some points. You just need a
No,
right
I mean
winger.
like going into the summer, like everything needs
Oh
to be
yeah.
redone.
But I just really just think right now you guys probably just need, I'll just say maybe another winger, and you really need a like Onana from Everton, someone just to come
Yeah.
and add some style and some engine to the midfield. Because McTominay, McSauce, he's good for 5-goal.
Bro, all he
contribution a
does,
month,
like, bro,
and
everyone's
then-
like, oh, McSauce bags. All he does is get into the box and steal chances off of Hoyland.
yeah,
So
100%.
he's a thief.
And that is
Yeah.
exactly why Hoyland has no
Yeah.
Premier League goals. Like, it's just outrageous. But
Like, bro, against who do we play? Who do we play in the FA Cup? I don't even remember who we played.
Wigan.
Yeah, Wigan. Ball gets cut back to Hoyland, literally standing on the penalty spot, has a tap in. McTominay comes sliding in and kicks out a play.
Some McSauce effect.
But speaking of United's transfer, they're getting Anthony out. They're getting Sancho's pretty much already
Yeah,
done.
he's going to.
Done
No,
deal.
see, the thing that Sancho did is he put it in his loan that he didn't want to buy option or anything from Dortmund. All he's hoping is that Ten Hag gets sacked between now and June, and then he comes back and balls at United. That's all he's hoping
No, but
for.
the problem is that you already have bad rapport with the fans, and also it's not a guarantee he's just gonna walk into the BVB side. So now he has to go and prove himself. Because if he goes there and flops, and then it's just like, well, now who wants you?
Well, that's the thing
Yeah.
is he doesn't want to leave United because he's making $350K a week or whatever.
I would've
Nowhere
wanted to
else is going to pay him
I
even
would've
a
wanted to
quarter
leave.
of that.
leave. No, I would've
from
wanted to
a
leave.
from a football like business perspective, right? Like selling Sancho right now is just like
Yeah.
a complete waste because you're not gonna get the money back, that return on that
Yeah.
ROI back, and like obviously if he gets sent on loan and he does well,
Yeah.
then
You-
you can
you
get his
hope you
transfer
can get,
value
like,
up,
40,
and then you
50
can
mil.
No,
exactly then you
no.
can sell him.
But for example, like let's say if they say like if like Ten Hag will survive if he like for example does the minimum of this, and like let's say he does it. So like if you are you guys gonna rock with Ten Hag in the depths? Are you guys rock with it when it's pitch black? If you guys are gonna do that, then you know what? No, you know what? It's time to get rid of Sancho. But if it's like okay, Ten Hag can go any minute, then it makes sense because like it just basically he just needs to go and ball. He just needs to go and ball. No Instagram posts, no going to the mountains, bro. Just because like I get it and I'm on his side too. Like for example, like the way they threw him on the bus and everything else. But I'm like they gave you leeway. Like once again, you play for Manchester United. Like this is the big boy league. You put on the shirt, you know what I mean? So it's like once you put on the shirt, they give you during a busy period 3 months to go work on yourself. Like mental health is important, guys.
Yeah,
and everything
it's a
else.
massive thing. But last season, Ten Hag gives him half the season off to go like get his head
Yeah.
right, that kind of thing. Like
So I'm just like I understand that, but it's like also the frustration like for him, like yo, I went out a neck for this, and it's like frustration. There's points, and I'm just saying, you know what, let's go talk to it. But like nobody just wanted to be the bigger man, and this.
I
is
think
what it
that I
is.
think they're both too stubborn for their own good.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. I mean,
Like
350K
neither of them
and
are
the
in the
coach
right.
obviously going to
Yeah.
butt heads. Like I don't care. I'm still getting my bag, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, United, y'all need a whole lot of stuff. A lot of teams is just about injuries because I've not been seeing a lot of transfer news, and I think it's because, like for example, like a lot of teams, like even Van der Ven, apparently his timeline is like a month or something.
Yeah.
So now I think that's why Tottenham, they're like, obviously I think they're getting some defenders. But
Well, they went and
kinda like,
signed that
that-
Genoa center, Draguzin. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I don't know if I pronounced that properly.
Dragu
but,
Draguzin.
Yeah. So they're kind of just like, I think teams are just kind of like, let's see in the first few weeks what the estimates, and obviously people went to AFCON, and like for example after a week, if they're like, yeah, like this, they're getting knocked out, he's back next week. So it's just kind of like they're just kind of gauging. So it's going to be more activity towards the end.
Yeah.
But the CPL transfer window is it's up and running. So CPL,
For some teams, not every team.
I'm gonna say we did have a good transfer. Once again, it's a biased episode. Atleti fans here got some love for some other teams and everything else, but you already know how this goes. This is Varchek. Yeah. We're just gonna go run through. So at transfer window, guys, we're gonna have more stories on that as it develops. Like I feel like a newscast as it develops, developing stories coming soon. So we're just gonna go over to the CPL, and it's starting up in a few months. And to be honest, this is the first time I've been kind of excited for like a transfer window because, especially at Atleti, we have a lot of spots to fill, and there are a lot of quality players even on the other teams that you can get for a low. Like Vancouver too, they released a lot of players. Valor released 11 man. They released a whole squad and a lot of quality players, so they need to do a lot of work. Halifax too. I mean, but they lost Morelli. Omar was good, and I think Columb. I think he scored that goal against us, that volley. I'm guessing. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, they lost also quality players, but they have their main teams, like their main team, exactly, their main 11. So it's kind of like at a point where like the it's just kind of like, for example, we just really need to see how it develops. So like Atleti really need to do a lot. Forge is the only team I really think, as said. I know they lost Woobens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rubens Pasillas.
Yeah.
But realistically, like Forge, like come on, like they've
Bro,
been to
it's
the
an evil
past, like,
empire.
they've been
It's
like
it's an
they're
evil
running the
empire.
league. You know,
Yeah.
they're the city of like the CPL
Yeah.
at this point. It's like if you don't put like them in the finals, then you're crazy.
No.
'cause-
Yeah, it's an evil empire because they lost. I know Rubens, but they still have like Hamilton and they still have Campbell, so they still have like goal scorers. Pacific, they lost. I think Manny's leaving. Hopefully he goes to MLS because I want to see the transfers go and I want to see like people go to higher level. But if he comes to Atleti, if he come to Atleti, bro, trust me, we'll show you around. We have a few spots. Don't worry. We'll take care of you. Superstar status, we got Mateo in, and we drafted well at Atletico for the first. So we're just gonna go a rundown. So Forge, to be honest, Evil Empire, they're pretty much the same. Whatever they add is just gonna probably just be off the bench squad players. Pacific, they got a hole to fill there, but once again, Josh Hurd, I think, is coming back. He's been there forever. And I think Ongaro might have been going back to like Italy or something. But apart from that, it's going to be the same squad. I don't know what's happening with Seluf because I know some teams in the Polish division, and I think I read some other stuff. Some other teams are looking at him. I would give it another year if I was him because once again, I would like to see the viewership, and he brings energy.
Yeah.
Calvary, they got Gutierrez. I'm mad about that because I thought he was a perfect fit for any team. He's he joins the squad, and I don't think they really lost. They lost Ben Fisk. I think he went to Vancouver today or yesterday, or one of those days, or one of these days.
It was part of that Ottawa inaugural team, right? Ben Fisk, he wore 17. Yeah,
and he's from Vancouver, so it's like one of those nice stories, like Mateo coming back.
Mateo coming back.
Yeah, so we're having also now good storylines. Valor needs scouting. They need to send people to like the outskirts. They need to send people to the villages. They need to send people to the mountains. Valor need to send people everywhere because they lost a lot of players. So now, but the only good thing is that they have a whole perfect rebuild. They can literally go at any direction, but it's also hard to get quality players, especially like a whole new squad. So once again, can go a young, like in the future, or like let's win now. But with Valor's record and history, I think we know how it's gonna go. But
and the fact that they are also in Winnipeg, like once they move there, like no offense, like if anyone here watches this episode from Winnipeg, I'm sorry, but like
no, it is what it is.
It's true though. Like who wants to move out to Winnipeg?
I'm just saying, like Atleti, like at Ottawa, we have lights and like we have bars and we're close to like Toronto and stuff, and it's top here, but it's like they are like
and apart from like
we say that's it,
like probably the best supporters in the league, right?
Oh,
the
no,
best
100%,
fan base in the league as well.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like who doesn't want to play for Atletico?
We trend
exactly,
and we have a nice stadium too.
Yeah,
and once the fans hear our call and they kind of open up the other side, people when it comes to being here, people like people don't want to come here because like even you ask some players, they say the most intimidating atmosphere is Atletico. The only problem is that sometimes our football hasn't backed what we're doing. So like I will cheer, but if we're 4-0 down, like I'm gonna sit down. I'm tired. Like you know what I mean? But like last season obviously could have been better, but like we've seen we have the winning formula and most of the people are there from the winning formula. So we did where were we? We did Calvary, we did Valor. Halifax, once again, I think they just need more squad rotation players. We'll see what they go. But now they have the opportunity, like, for example, they can get some marquee players like Omar. He's a big hole in there. Morelli, I think he came back, but he was already not there in the season. So they kind of like...
That injury really, like, kind of like toned down his, I guess, I'm not sure if it's confidence, but, like, he just wasn't a threat like he was before that.
And also,
right? Like he just needs his time to kind of like get back where he was.
He might have retired though, because I know he left, but I think he wants to focus on his family. So I'm like, I don't know with that one, but he stepped away. So like, but when he came back, he was scoring. So I was going to be like, oh, next season they're going to be dangerous. And then I'm just like, okay, they need to kind of fill that in. But he wasn't there, like as you said, like half of last season. So it's like not really big of a miss. Atletico, we have no center defenders. We're stacked at left back. I don't know what's happening with our strikers. I'm just waiting for announcements. I'm just
Did
waiting and hoping.
Luke went back to Toronto, eh?
I think Luke went back.
The loan end.
Diego, he's not coming back. We don't know about Acosta, and there's some other players. There's a few other players too as well that we're not sure. We only know like the core we have, and Dos Santos he left. Carl, Melvin, and I think Niba. Shout out my guy Niba. Yeah, I think he also departed too as well. So it's like once again we have I know Zapata, Oli, we signed Ty, Ingham, so like we have good pieces once again. So we just need once again we have the space for marquee players too as well, and you know we drafted well, and I think now the more of the Carlton connection, because I think like 3 Carlton players were taken in the draft or something like that. So I'm like, okay, now our eyes are pointed where they should be, like homegrown first of all, and then obviously then use your other affiliates for the rest of them.
Yeah, I really like to see them use like their draft picks.
Yeah.
In the games. I'm sure. Like I think we didn't really use any like previously as much, if anything. But yeah,
No,
I think
our
I'm pretty certain that this year like we might like play Piccioli, right? Like
no, I think he would, because I think he's more ready, and like for set pieces as well, as we were talking earlier off the cameras. Like yeah, exactly. And then and I think with the draft, even I think with the other left back we draft, his name escapes me, but he's also, from what I've seen, a little bit rapid, and we have Sako who's gonna come into the season fully fit. So on the left side with Mateo, like whoever's on the left side, like yo, that's fire.
Yeah.
And we even seen Sako with the games he played last season. Like there's one game like he broke the line 3-4 times, and I was like, and like the finisher was something else. But like now we're not talking about the finishing, but when he broke the lines and everything else, I'm like, okay, now we have Luca there, we have Ali too as well. Antonoro too, he's coming back. We have Noah too as well. Verhoeven too as well.
Oh, shout out Noah Verhoeven, man. That's my guy. Noah Verhoeven.
Yeah, that's the guy. So those guys can pick a pass. So now we have that. I'd really like to see us get some play. Like I would like to see us get Assy back, and Sean Rea too is available. A lot of Montreal, they dumped a lot of talent. So hey, well, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't have a suit and tie or anything else. I don't make no decisions. But if you guys want me to get involved, like I can get involved. You know what I'm saying? I know how to market the city. We'll try. Don't worry. We know a few restaurants. It's blessed. So yeah. I just really think we'll just see what other moves we make. But right now we're in a position where we know how we started last season. If we don't get off to the start last season, like that's what all the teams are saying, except for the teams like Forge Pacific. But they also weren't convincing last season, and they're older too. So right now it's who's gonna come and take the first few games and stamp out their authority. Because once you rack up the points, then you can just cool off. Now you can cool off, you can try new stuff, but you just have to be in that playoff position. You just have to get there. We were there at a point, and if we had just, you know what, it's not going to be an Atleti show. Like it's, we have to talk about all the other teams.
But like speaking of that, man, you know what I really want to see? I really want to see Atletico go far in the Canadian Championship.
I want to see that.
I want to see them go far in the Canadian Championship. I want to see them play an MLS team. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that'd be great. Like if we could get an MLS team out at TD Place, that'd be sick.
And I just like the cup competitions because like so those have been the most exciting games. Like I've seen like 2 penalty shootouts for them, and I think we lost both of them.
Yeah,
I think we lost both of them.
Yeah,
that's tough.
It's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate, but it's kind of gives a whole new atmosphere. And like also like with the Rovers last season and them nearly have like a giant killing season. It's one of those where it's like it brings good atmosphere. It brings something else. And like if we can see a Canadian like a CPL team win it all, it's gonna just kind of be like whoa.
Yeah,
like. Okay, now this league is certified. It's been 5 years. Apparently, like we nearly had 500K across all the stadiums, and I'm like, okay, it's a 5-year, 8-team kind of league. I'm like, that's pretty impressive, including the travel. So, once again, next season's going to be better than the other one, and then we're just going to keep going from there.
Hey, speaking about Canadian Championship, we got a game-worn Zach Verhoeven jersey.
Oh, shout out our guy. Shout out my guy,
dude. This is my guy right here. This was game worn from the game against York, where he
Yeah.
scored within the first 10 minutes. The banger from outside the box.
Last season, like some of the runs, he provided excitement, man,
Yeah.
and that's what they're saying. Especially some of the goals season, it was a big step up for him last season too, as well. So shout out our guy. Got love for him over here on the show, and yeah, we'll just see how next season takes. So like the next few weeks, once again, guys, it's gonna be action packed.
Oh yeah, transfer window will start building up more, and we'll have definitely more news on teams making traction. Right, they're making motion.
100%.
They're making motion.
Correction season. So we're gonna go like that for some of the teams. Is let's see. You know what? I didn't really think about that, so we're just gonna end it on that because I was just gonna go down a rabbit hole, and it's too early to start it off. That maybe next month, not right now. Like not right now. Nothing clip ready right now. But once again, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Is that how you do the outro? No, you do the outro. No. Let's go back to the original settings. You just wrap it off.
I get to make up for it. All
Yeah,
right.
you have to make up for it because that was
Strap in.
pretty weak.
Strap in.
Strap in.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on YouTube or subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on all the socials. Listen to us on Spotify. You know the deal. Thank you for watching.
And
guys.
don't forget to hit the notification bell.
Okay, you see
You
that?
know what I mean?
Yeah, we have MC No over here and we have Mr. Adlib over here. You literally sound like you were rapping, bro. That was like you were letting them know. Yeah, guys, appreciate you guys and we'll see you guys next episode.